Приветствую, дорогие друзья, у себя на канале. С вами я, тот самый, тот этот. У себя на канале всех поприветствовал, всем говорю теперь приятного аппетита и приятного просмотра. Продолжаем мы проходить, тавтология какая, продолжаем. Игра у нас Hogwarts Legacy. Я немного напортачил был с настроечками в первых сериях. Я не знаю, заметно это, незаметно, но вроде я посмотрел на вводах, там все нормально. То есть не сильно заметно, что по качеству будет отличаться. Сейчас должно быть все супер прям. Это одно. Узнали мы про Персиваля, про девочку, которая также видела у нас древнюю магию в запретной части библиотеки. Теперь дальше идем мы по сюжету. Надеюсь, у вас все нормально. Текст. О, видите, как прогружается лока? Прикольно. Прикольно, прикольно, прикольно. Погнали. Надеюсь, меня хорошо слышно. Вроде все работает. Тут вы будете смотреть это все в записях, да? Но скажу так. Я уже сижу, наверное, где-то часа 4, то и 5. И мне не хочется сюда вылазить прям совсем. Я так понимаю, я только лишь малую часть прошел. Прям очень мало. Дом задания пока мы не проходим по почке, потом будем проходить, шляться везде. Гриндить надо выучить заклинания, которые открывают двери. Тогда можно будет как раз таки полазить. А вообще по факту... Ой, только сейчас заметил, они смотрят на меня. Круто. Так. По снаряжению что у нас? У нас там я понаходил новые плащи. Но это... Ого. 15 аж. Но он мне вообще не нравится по стилю. Ну ладно. Оставим его. В него можно еще изменить внешний вид. Вот так можно делать. Ух ты. Мантия темных искусств. Кайф. Мы оставляем. Так, а что еще? Можно капюшон надевать, понятное дело. Что еще можно? Ля, как выглядит. Нет, прикольно, прикольно, я оставлю. Это одно. Поставить все это надо, да? Все это поставить. Я могу внешний вид изменять. Шарф темных искусств. Я сейчас в темное искусство все переодену себе. Как это круто выглядит. Как это круто выглядит, оказывается, я не знал. 9 уровень надо, да? Пока обычные перчаточки наденем. Внешний вид тоже можно? Капец. Легендарные перчатки темных искусств. Как выглядит? Пусть будет, ладно. Полностью в темное искусство надену. Угу. Ну, это кринж. Это тоже кринж. Вот это прикольно выглядит. И, в принципе, защиту дает. Внешний вид можно изменить. Маска темных искусств. Нет, вот так вот. Так, головные уборы. Шапка. Шляпа темных искусств. Ну, я без шляпы. У нее и так прическа прикольная. Палочка. Рукоятка. Ладно, пусть рукоятка будет. Летающие верховные животные. Кстати, у меня должно быть за предзаказ животное какое-то, помимо которого вы видите сейчас на вебке. Так, инвентарь. Инвентарь. Что это? Таинственная книга. А, мы ж нашли ее, да? Коллекции. Надо. У меня ж много коллекций теперь. Так. Ага. Круто. 5% испытания я только прошел. Капец. Сколько эта игра будет длиться? Круто. Мне уже так нравится. Так. Что в настройках? Ну, это просто настройки у нас. Окей. Как мы выглядим теперь? Ля, какой стильный молодой человек. Круто. Погнали наверх. Так. Так. Опа.
You cannot be serious. Goblins working with rookwood makes no sense.
It is rather unorthodox, to say the least.
Unorthodox. It's inconceivable. It's... Ah, Fig. You have a visitor. I'll see what I can find out.
Sir, I was able to search the restricted section while you were with Professor Black. It was a book we were after.
What? That's... Wait. You accessed the restricted section? But how? Thinking on it, perhaps it's best you spare me the details.
Fair enough. In fact, the book was below the restricted section as it appeared on the map.
I want to hear everything. First, let's have a look. Oh dear. Some of these pages seem to be missing. It appears someone has got to the book before us. Still, I will need time to study what remains. Perhaps we can still salvage something useful, though it may take some time. I wonder why it was here, below Hogwarts.
I think I know, sir. I saw 2 more memories where I found the book.
Another pensive. Godric's heart.
The man we saw before, Percival Rackham, was a professor here. The first memory showed him and 3 other professors using ancient magic to restore a hamlet from a drought.
Miriam was right. And the second memory?
They were talking to a student who started as a 5th year, like I did. She could see traces of magic too.
Why those memories? Perhaps this book will explain. I'll have to take it with me to London. The headmaster has insisted that I speak directly to the minister about George's death.
I understand. I'll see what I can learn about the missing pages while you're gone.
Good. Don't neglect your studies. Your wand work is improving by the day. But you'll want to pay attention in herbology and potions. There's more to magic than spellcasting.
Plenty to keep me occupied while you're gone.
Зелье
You've done
в
exceptionally
ритме.
well. I look forward to seeing all that you've accomplished when I return. Oh, and don't neglect your friends. You may be surprised by how much you can learn from them as well.
Да, 9 уровень. А у меня на 9 уровне должно что-то открыться было. По-моему. Или нет, перчатки, по-моему, да. Да, сюда. Внешний вид изменить. Вот так вот. Отлично.
Meet me in Lower Hogsfield as soon as possible. I would like to talk to you about Rookwood and Harlow, and it might be best to do so outside of the castle.
Угу. Ну, погнали. Сейчас я отмечу только, куда мне идти. Я, наверное, даже перемещусь сюда, поближе.
Professor Fig and Weasley have asked that I teach you an additional defensive spell.
Да, я
Please
понял.
complete the assignments I have given you.
Я понял, я уже отметил. О, нифига себе! Серьезно? Это настолько большая...
Proceed to see me in my classroom.
Я застряну в этой игре надолго. И я этому рад.
Revelio.
Не нахожу здесь. Вот она. Нашел. Я ж слышу страничку эту. Оп.
What are you up? Is she growing Punja's onion again?
Ля какая.
Good morning, Professor Garlic. How wonderful it is to see you again, Lenora.
Чеснок.
You'll need these.
Профессор Чеснок.
A little treat for your auntie. Ah, hello. Class, please welcome the newest rose in our garden. We do look forward to growing together. How thrilling it is to have everyone back together again. This year will be filled with enchantment and excitement, but the most important
Люблю
thing
рыжих.
cultivated in herbology is knowledge. The prudent herbologist is no more afraid of the venomous tentacular than the bouncing bulb. Now then, today we will be acquainting ourselves with the mellifluous tuber known as the mandrake root. Accio.
Корень
Let's see
мандрагоры.
if we can't make our fibrous friends a bit more comfortable, shall we? First, let's protect our ears. Now, everyone, grip their mandrake by the tendrils and give it a firm tug. Quickly, place your mandrakes in the new pot and pat down the soil.
Капец. Всегда они меня раздражали.
The soil should envelop the root like a warm, dirty blanket, putting the mandrake right at ease. Reparo! I'm very sorry about that. Yours was a bit mature, I'm afraid. All right then, off you go. Splendid work, everyone.
И все. Две кнопки нажал.
Now for our next task, we'll be planting dittany at our potting table.
I wonder if hippogriffs...
Yes, Professor.
Firstly, well done with your mandrake. They can be rather difficult to get a grasp of.
I'll say. Nearly went deaf.
Well, yes. Of course, the cry of a mature mandragora can be fatal, so remember to keep those ears protected. Now, as I mentioned, next we'll be planting Dittany. Let us find you some seeds.
I already have some, Professor. Picked them up in Hogsmeade.
You visited the Magic Neep. Wonderful. A prepared student is bound to bloom. I've arranged for you to have your own potting table here in the classroom. Wasn't easy to spare one on such late notice. Plant the seeds there now, and you can return to harvest them later. Even with soil, sunlight, and a bit of magic, they will take time to grow.
Let's see how to balance my star thistle arrangement. Niffler's fancy or roses?
Dittany's restorative properties make it a vital ingredient in the Wiggenweld potion, as you all should know from Professor Sharp's class.
Будет готово через 10 минут.
Well done! Once it can be harvested, your Dittany will be ready to use in Wiggenweld potion. I'll let Professor Sharp tell you about that. Now, what say we branch out? Introduce you to a different sort of flora, the Chinese chomping cabbage. You'll find that some plants are better suited to uses outside of a cauldron. The cabbages do get testy without something to chew. Fortunately, I have a dummy for them to gnaw on. Be a dear and let them have a good chomping.
Yes, Professor.
They're in the other greenhouse. It's just at the end of the footbridge leading out of this room. Your classmate, Mr. Pruitt, has kindly offered to accompany you. Come back and see me when you're finished. Oh, and mind your fingers. They do bite.
Okay.
Hello. Saw you on your way to Hogsmeade the other day. Nice to meet you. Nice work in Defense Against the Dark Arts, by the way.
Excuse me?
Your duel with Sebastian. And he's good. Here we are. Home of the Chinese chomp. Go on.
Revelio.
Mind your fingers. I almost lost a stump. Now, see that dummy? Just toss the cabbages at it, and they'll do the rest.
I'm sorry. What do I need to do?
Garlic said she wanted you to have a go at tending the cabbages. Give them some time to chomp and whatnot. Nothing to it, really. Just toss some of those Chinese chomping cabbages out. You'll see fairly quickly why we call them that.
Этап, чтобы открыть круговое меню сцены, на китайском.
Look at that! They'll chomp on anything they can get their mouths on. Mum planted some in her garden last year to keep the gnomes out.
Да.
Did save her the de-gnoming, but they left her honking daffodils in tatters. Vicious little bastards, aren't they? My kind of plants. Not like stupid booba tubers and bouncing bulbs. The kind of plants that just have
Представьте, на тебя нападет голубец, тебя сожрет просто-напросто.
Well, imagine that wasn't a dummy.
Сожрет, скорее
I
всего.
suppose they
Не
could prove
сожрет,
useful outside of the greenhouse.
сожрет.
Nothing wrong with a bit of backup, even if it is from a cabbage.
It's chaos out there. Trolls in Hogsmeade and such. You can't be above throwing a cruciferous vegetable if necessary. Dogweed and deathcap has more of them, if you're keen. Other plants too. Ones your parents wouldn't plant in the garden. You get the idea. Anyway, we probably ought to head back to class. Take your time. I'll see you back in class.
Погнали.
And with that helpful reminder as to why we should always wear our
I tended to the Chinese chomping cabbages, Professor.
Remarkable plants, aren't they? I hope they weren't too much trouble. Oh, don't see any bite marks or missing digits. And good, as you do seem to be quite green-fingered. Oh, I'm eager to see your skill in the soil continue to blossom.
Magical plants have so much to offer. I'm eager to learn more.
I'm glad. Herbology is a bounteous subject. Tend to your garden, and it will tend to you. Huh. Well, I suppose that's everything. Do come by for a chat sometime. I so enjoy checking in with my new students.
Вот мы и познакомились с растениями.
Hope those mandrakes are really relishing their new pots. Only cost me my damned hearing.
Так, что у нас по заданию дальше? Ага. Хогсмит? Или нет? Нет, не помню. Карта мира. А у меня теперь 2 задания. Сначала в библиотеку тогда пошли. Пошли в библиотеку. Сюда. Летает она тут. Зельеварение.
Potions is one of the most challenging and hazardous subjects taught at this school. As 5th years, you will be required to reach new heights of both discipline and intellect. You will begin this term by brewing a Wigan-Weld potion. Mr. Takar, can you tell us why this particular potion might come in handy?
Yes, Professor Sharp. The Wigan-Weld potion can be used to sterilize and even heal a variety of injuries.
It can heal some injuries, but not all. Points for Ravenclaw. Before today's class is completed, each of you will have brewed a Wigan-Weld potion of your own. You never know when you might need it. Please begin.
Okay.
Use a strong, even motion when crushing your ingredients.
Ну. А, в другую
Please
сторону.
be meticulous when adding powder to your potions. One errant sneeze could be disastrous.
Помешайте вправо. Варево. Варево. Сейчас я вам сварю метамфетамин. Осуждаю. Профессор Хайзенберг.
I see most of you have not forgotten how to stir. Not an easy potion to brew. Well done. And from what I hear of your recent exploits in Hogsmeade, you'd also do well to practice brewing the defensive Edurus potion. Professor Weasley had you acquire the recipe from J. Pippins, correct?
Yes, sir.
Good. For the moment, you can find the ingredients you need in my office. But in the future, you'll be expected to provide your own ingredients. Some can be harvested from the plants you grow in your herbology
Да нет, я
class.
тебя буду постоянно
Rarer
их
ones
брать.
can be
Ну,
purchased.
что ты?
Others,
Не
however,
ржёпся.
may be harder to obtain and will require you to be a bit more resourceful. Come and see me when you've finished brewing, and we'll see if it was skill or luck the first time around.
Соберите яйца пламбы и соберите мех темной дворняги.
I hear Professor Sharp say that you have permission to go into his office.
He did say that. He wants me to get more ingredients to brew another potion.
Brilliant! You, my friend, have been presented with an extraordinary opportunity. I'm Gareth, by the way. Gareth Weasley. Bit of a prodigy with potions, if I do say so myself.
Pleasure to meet you. Wait, are you related to Professor Weasley?
She's my aunt. Keeps too close an eye on me for comfort. Ugh. But she can't be everywhere. Listen, anyone with a troll-sized brain can brew an Edurus potion. I'm working on something that's certain to be spectacular. I'm just missing one tiny last ingredient that will add that extra spark.
I suspect that's where I come in.
You're as clever as I'd hoped. I simply need a single Fwooper feather. As you'll already be in Sharp's office with his permission, perhaps you could grab it for me.
I'll get you the Fwooper feather, as long as you're certain Sharp won't miss it.
I assure you he won't. Fwooper feathers aren't that valuable. Wait until you see what I'm brewing. Hurry back to me when you have the feather.
Мех темной дворняги и перо. Мех темной дворняги. Распоряжение. Так. Горбин Эмбергс. В последнее время возле магазина Горбин Эмбергс наблюдается нездоровое оживление в неурочные часы. Особенно после полуночи к черному ходу доставлять подозрительного вида свертки. С учетом репутации магазина мы решили увеличить число мракоборцев, ведущих наблюдение. Вы входите в их число. Окей. Яйца нашел. Теперь я нашел.
Precision is key when brewing potions.
Here's the Fwooper feather you wanted.
Brilliant! Thank you. This is going to take a moment to brew. You should get back to brewing your Endurus potion, and I'll tell you when this concoction's finished.
Proficiency in potions are two things that cannot be
Так.
rushed. Have patience and be
Дурц. Все? А мне может подождать просто чуть-чуть, на. Заберу сразу. Если там 10 минут, здесь хотя бы в секундах исчисляется это. Готово.
And now we add the mallow sweet, and that's odd. What's happening? Wait, it's not supposed to. Ah!
Get it! Not again.
Oh, no. Dragon Duck, what happened?
Well done, Gareth.
What now, Mr. Weasley?
Sorry, Professor.
That'll be points from Gryffindor. Again. Mr. Weasley did not do this on his own. His accomplice will answer to me as well.
Монетку нашел. Кстати, я не смотрел, может, а что-нибудь тут еще найду у него? Но походу нет.
I brewed an Endurus potion as you asked, Professor.
I'm surprised you had the time. You seemed rather busy helping Mr. Weasley brew chaos.
I'm not sure what you're talking about, Professor.
You will not earn favor with me by failing to take responsibility for your actions. I suggest you heed my warning. As for the work you did today at your own cauldron, I will say you've done well. I confess I was skeptical, given the advanced nature of this class and the fact you're a new student.
I'm glad I was able to meet your expectations.
A rare occurrence. And you do well to remember that you're not a potions master quite yet. In addition to having a solid grasp of how to combine various ingredients, you should gain an understanding of the ingredients themselves. Pay particular attention in herbology. The plants you nurture there are often essential to the potions you brew here. Now, I recommend that you find a safe location in which to practice brewing. You cannot leave a hot cauldron simply anywhere. That'll be all.
Okay.
I think each of us has had enough excitement for one day. Class is dismissed.
Так, зельеварение мы прошли. Теперь мне надо отправиться вот сюда. Как мне туда быстро отправиться? Непонятно. Не знаю, плюс не понимаю. Сейчас, секунду. Наверное, надо найти ближайшую точку. В стороне у меня вообще ничего нету. Неужели мне придется пешком туда идти? Тихо. Да, я лучше вот сюда на выход. перемещусь. Я хочу на выход сразу переместиться. Вот так вот. Я ж правильно делаю или нет? Не понимаю. Не знаю, плюс не понимаю. Так. Куда я пришел? По-моему, не туда, куда надо, но это самая ближайшая точка к выходу. А, это я возле библиотеки. Окей. Странный зал. Погнали на выход. И нам очень далеко идти придется.
Revelio.
Я слышу. Я слышу. Я что-то слышу.
Owls fascinate me. They have a lot of responsibility in the visiting world.
Levioso.
Walking we'd have to do if we didn't have owls.
Accio.
I need to catch up on my letter writing.
Incendio.
А, сюда.
Mother sent me a howler after I got a 4 on my track.
Revelio.
Without a doubt, one of the most
Еще он находит. Ага, увидел. Колокола 3. Да что тут так много всего? Сломанная метла. Эта сломанная метла принадлежала селению Вертнобия. Ходят слухи, что все осталось после того, как она настояла на демонстрации своих экспериментальных чар лунной трансгрессии с своим товарищем третьекурсником. Никто не знает, удалось ли ей это или нет.
Revelio.
Где-то еще находит. О. Так, а это что? Включенные доспехи. Эти доспехи принадлежат сэру Скаглторпу, беспечному, который неосмотрительно вызвал горного тролля посоревноваться в игре «Музыкальная стулья». Неплохо.
Revelio.
Так, понятно. Капец. Интересно, я поиграю в квиддич. Скорее всего, настолько открытый мир. Открытое пространство как-то странно, но ладно. Ну да ладно. Так.
Revelio.
I've always said that travel broadens the mind.
На-на-на-на-на-на-на. Это ж туда идти, куда-то непонятно куда. Хотя бы пособираю все тут.
Revelio.
Шляпки прыгающих поганок.
Revelio.
Я думал, тут будет какая-нибудь сверточка на этом мостике, но нету. Окей. Ну, то, что тут настолько сильно открытый мир, я удивлен. О, пелочка. Пелочка. Там шарик какой-то крутится. Это То, о чем я думаю.
Revelio. Accio.
Я барана могу убить? Ладно, я его только напугал.
Revelio.
Опа. Копаемся тут. Инструменты смотрителя. Можно было бы предположить, что этот набор инструментов следует заколдовать, чтобы использовать для создания всевозможной мебели для уютных хижин и любых, даже самых невероятных размеров.
Revelio. This looks intriguing.
Еще можно громче на заднем фоне мне в запись разные звуки издавать. А как еще громче? Давай, давай громче, блин.
I was there, and I saw what happened with Rookwood and Harlow at the Three Broomsticks. I have been worried about you.
I'm all right at the moment.
If you don't mind my asking, why were they looking for you?
I've never met Rookwood or Harlow. Perhaps they mistook me for another student.
A bit odd. The two of them pursuing a Hogwarts student so intently. But whatever the reason, you were clearly in danger. For now, it is safe to say that Rookwood and Harlow are a threat to both of us. To all of us. Which is why I wanted to speak to you. Everyone has been talking about you defending Hogsmeade from that troll attack. And I shall never forget watching Serona stand up to Rookwood and Harlow in the Three Broomsticks. Both of you have inspired me to take a stand of my own.
What sort of stand?
Men like Rookwood and Harlow are the reason my mother and I left Matibili land. I am not going to sit by and watch them destroy my new home.
Good. Rookwood and Harlow are a dangerous pair. And you should know that Rookwood is in league with Ranrock.
I had heard they were seen in Hogsmeade together. All the more reason they must be stopped. Rumor has it that Theophilus Harlow runs Rookwood's day-to-day operations. Taking him down would cripple Rookwood's entire enterprise.
That may be true, but shouldn't Officer Singer handle someone like Harlow?
I spoke with her. She was polite, but perhaps understandably would not discuss details with a student. I overheard some of Rookwood's lot talking about a massive poaching operation that Harlow is planning. I was thinking that we could investigate a bit, try to get the evidence that Officer Singer needs.
All right, but how?
I am going to watch and listen, find out precisely what Harlow is up to. I shall reach out when I know more. In the meantime, remember, I am here if you need me.
Thank you,
Вот
Natty.
специально.
Be
Ладно.
on your guard.
You can't imagine how inconvenient travel.
I beg your pardon. How dare you threaten me?
What's going on here?
Давай посмотрим, что здесь
Revelio.
происходит.
They must have come this way. Think!
I've no idea who it is you think I might have seen. I've been busy with my research. I do not have time to...
Victor Rookwood don't give a doxy's nip back your time. Oi! Speak of the devil. Mr. Rookwood would like a word with you.
A student? You can't be...
Enough out of you.
Leave her alone.
Stupefy!
Levioso. Protego. Accio.
You die for that.
I'll watch the light go out of your eyes.
Ля-ля-ля.
gonna enjoy that.
We can hold them off!
I'm not going anywhere with you.
Going on! You'll take this stupid top of my dead body!
О, вообще.
Protego. Accio. Incendio.
For your deeds.
Accio. Incendio.
What on earth just happened? I've never been accosted in such a manner, and so close to Hogwarts.
Are you all right?
I am, thanks in no small part to your excellent defensive skills. Care to tell me why two Ashwinders were ready to dispatch me to get to you?
Ashwinders?
Victor Rookwood's thieves and extortionists, his little cronies. They seemed quite keen on you.
It's a long story, but thank you for your help.
Well, you've avoided them for the moment. Priya warned me things were getting dangerous. Best get moving on my research before they return.
You're a researcher?
Nora Treadwell at your service, historian and archaeologist specializing in Merlin's work and life.
Merlin? Of the legend of King Arthur?
The very same. Merlin attended
Мерлинова
Hogwarts,
борода.
and I'm studying some curious fixtures he left here
Пипец.
centuries ago.
Fixtures?
These vine-covered pillars, dozens of them, all around the area. I've taken to calling them the Trials of Merlin. I believe he created them as a diversion for his fellow Slytherins. He was terribly fond of puzzles and enigmas.
I can see why you're so interested in Merlin. I'd be keen to know more about the trials.
Well, then, I'll let you in on a little secret. No one has yet managed to figure out how they work. But I believe I have just unlocked a crucial clue. I suspect that Mallowsweet is an important component in getting the trials to work.
Mallowsweet?
Versatile herb. Merlin repeatedly mentioned it in his writings. I had just arrived to test my theory when I was so rudely interrupted. You see, each swirl in Merlin's writing has a symbol in the center. That started me thinking, what if...
The Mallowsweet is meant to be placed at the center of the symbols.
Precisely. Would you care to do the honors? We can see what comes of our little hypothesis. I brought a trunk chock full of Mallowsweet with me. It's just over there by my tent.
This trunk?
Yes, take plenty, even if you already have some.
I have the Mallowsweet.
Lovely. Now, notice the vines on these pillars here, as well as a stone swirl on the ground. Each trial has these features. Place the Mallowsweet on the swirl. We'll see what happens.
Как мне ее бросить? А, вот сюда надо.
My word! Did you see that? The vines disappeared.
What should I do now?
This is uncharted territory. I am curious about these pyres.
Incendio.
Merlin's beard!
The flames make the pyre sing.
И что нам это дает?
Merlin's beard! How beautiful! What a day! I can hardly believe it.
I take it we can call that a success?
We can indeed. However, I now have even more questions. How does it work? I must review my notes. I may have missed something.
Are all of the trials like this one?
Oh, not precisely. Well, I think each has those telltale vines and the swirl on the ground. You should feel free to solve them as you come across them. I believe I have what I need to continue my research. My guess is that each will also require mallow sweet, which you can find in Hogsmeade should you need more. I really must be off. Such a pleasure to meet you.
Надо запомнить.
And do be careful out here. Now I've got what I needed. I shall return to the safety of my notes and books.
Так. Я хочу туфли для мячу и iPhone хочу. Надо переставить какое-нибудь другое заклинание. Репара поменять на... Что? На что мне поменять репара? Давай люмус поставлю просто-напросто пока что. Петрификус тоталус. Нифига, собрала все.
Greetings, young Slytherin. Scrope knows about the old book.
Книга для фига.
Scrope can help you. And you can help Scrope.
Помогите Скроп, идите во двор мимо маятника, его хорошо видно, не заблудитесь.
And don't tell anyone what you're up to. Especially Professor Black.
Так, думаю, на этом серию мы эту закончим. Всем спасибо, друзья, что присутствовали на моем канале. Подписывайтесь на него, подписывайтесь на вас, зафоловьте меня там. Ссылочка, если что, будет в описании. Так что всем спасибо, всем до новых встреч, до следующей серии. Пока.